you ready for a reading? So the word that Spirit keeps giving me right now is plenty. Plenty, like plentiful, it's abundant, it's beautiful. There is a path that is being offered to you right now that is going to lead to that abundance, that plenty that Spirit keeps bringing through. It's like there's so much on the table for you right now, and it's like they're giving me kind of vibes of like the Thanksgiving feast, right? Like just so much on the table for you. And it's like Spirit just wants to give you like a little bit of boost, a little bit of guidance to actually get you there. So our first cards coming out are Lady as well as Three of Cups. Oh, this is just such a nice like first two cards to uncover. Like Lady is all about abundance. She is all about that plenty. And there's something here coming through too about like needing to move some things around, right? So you might be like readjusting, recalibrating is kind of what they're showing me so that you can get to the spot of plenty. And it's like you need to take some things off the table is what they're giving me right now. Like there are some things that aren't meant to be on your table right now, and I think that is maybe where you're getting hung up at. That's where you really need to take some time and that is really where you need to take some time so that you can develop some clarity about what you want on your table, who you want at your table maybe. But there's so much abundance in this path for you, and Spirit is really happy. You've got Three of Cups coming out here, which is this huge celebration card. Like they are happy. It's like you're almost there, and it's like it's laid out in front of you, but again it's like it's overwhelming. There needs to be some editing, almost is what they're bringing through, like some editing. That way you can see the fruits that need to be grown, the plants that need to be tended. So there's just so much excitement coming through. Like they are just really, really excited for you and excited that you're at this point. It's taken a lot of growth to get to this point, and it's like there's still that one block that just really needs to be overcome, and that is the editing, right? That is really the editing. So you might be in your head, right? You got Nine of Swords coming out here. So this is very much a heavy mental space energy, and you're really kind of going through it, right? Again, maybe you don't know what things are supposed to be on that table, what things are not supposed to be on that table. And there's this real sense of doubt of like thinking that you are not part of the one, you know, is what they're kind of bringing through. It's like that there's not plenty, that there's not abundance for you. This might be fears coming up, right? You might need to do some inner work, inner digging on this concept of you are inherently abundant. That's how we're all supposed to be. It's like God doesn't pick and choose different people, even though sometimes it seems like that is what happens. But it's like there needs to be an awareness and a reconnect of yourself with the oneness, right? That you deserve abundance because you're inherently deserving of that, right? There's nothing that you need to do or accomplish to get there. It's something that you already have. You just have to remove the blockages around it. So really connect to a higher source, a higher power at this time. And they're really bringing through too, like ask for guidance, you know, like there might be things going on in your head that you don't know like which direction to go, and they really want to bring through that you can always ask for guidance from them. Your guides, your angels, our beloved dead, any of those people or all of them can be brought in. You just have to invite them in. You have to say, hey, I really need some help with this, whether that's just help to release whatever isn't there for me, or I need some help to connect to a higher source, to connect to that center of love. And they're always there. It's like there really needs to be an invite, right? So reach out, ask for the help that you want, right? Spirit's always available and ready to answer you. You also might be all in your head because, again, you don't know which things need to be edited. You don't know which things are going to lead to that abundance, which things are need to be removed so that you can get to that abundance. The Seven of Cups is that I don't know card. I don't know. And you got lots of options. Again, they're bringing through the table. You got lots of options on the table. And so there might be a sense of not knowing which options to pursue in this moment. It also came out with Water Guardian, right? Which this is such a beautiful card combo because it's like all you need to do is pay attention to your feelings when you think about these options, right? Really think about those options. Which ones feel good to you? Which ones don't feel good to you? Which ones stress you out? Which ones are exciting? And maybe don't think about the small details in this moment, right? Maybe something big would be exciting, but the small details of how to get to that big thing are stressful to you. So don't think about that. Maybe think about more the end game when you're considering those options that are on your table, right? Because they're there waiting for you, and your emotions are going to be the guide that tells you which one is for you, which one is not for you, what belongs on your table, what doesn't belong on your table. And so not only is Spirit bringing through that you can ask them for advice, always around us, always present for us, even, in the most mundane areas or ways, they are always there. But you also need to pay attention to your emotions during this time, because that is your roadmap, that is your guide, is what they're saying, to get you to the point that you need to be, right? To get your table aligned correctly. Again, not everything, not everyone is going to need to be at your table. And in fact, not everything can be at your table. There are only 2 reverse cards, which is 8 of Wands. I'll hold it up so you can see. Normally this card is about fast movement. It's coming in quick, but your indecision, right? Your inability to kind of choose what is on your table, what is not on your table is really cutting you off, right? It's cutting this energy off. You've also got reverse direction guardian. So because you don't have a clear direction or a clear knowing of, again, what's on that table, what's not on that table, it's really preventing you from moving forward, right? It's, again, this image of you can't decide. You're like paralyzed with all the things on that table, right? So that's why Spirit's like, you need to cut some of it out. You need to edit some of it down so that you can get this, like this, the direction that you're going, and baby, is it coming in quick? Because there's a quickness here that wants to come in. It's just not being allowed is what they're saying. It's not being allowed to come in. So you really kind of need to clear the decks, right? Get that crap off the table that doesn't need to be on the table so that this can come in so quick. And it's like, it's waiting for you to just clear the way for it and really pursue it with conviction and a real sense of just deep knowing of, this is what is on my table, this is not what's on my table. And again, bringing it all back to this Water Guardian, your emotions are going to be your guide in this, okay? So really pay attention to your emotions and pay attention to them in this scale of a broader context, not like, to get this done, I have to do X, Y, Z, all this stuff. Leave that out of it, because it's going to really stress you out, and you might mistake that for a stressful response, meaning that you shouldn't go for something. So think about big picture, and when you're thinking about big picture, what does it feel like, right? What does it feel like? The last 2 cards, oh, it's so beautiful. You've got Fire Guardian, which is all about passion, all about that spark, that enthusiasm. Again, what are those emotions that are making you excited? What are they not? Like, which ones are not making you excited? Follow the ones that are, and that's going to get you to the World. Oh, like the World is like one of my favorite cards. It is completion. It is just really coming into your own, like it is creating and building your world, seeing your place in the world. It is really the completion of cycles, and it's like you've made it, right? This is all waiting for you. You also had Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck when I was pulling these cards. Follow that enthusiasm, follow that passion. It is your roadmap, and it is leading you to beautiful, beautiful abundance and an abundant world that you are going to be creating. It's going to be your abundant world. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. This is beautiful. As always, you can check the link in my bio if you'd like to book a reading with me, which I would love to do for you. And I will see you next time, beautiful people. Be blessed.